Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Today we're going to do our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu brown belt tip 4, and we're moving on to the elbows and the shoulders. Now I got to say something. I said that when we did the short video, I said the wrong move for the shoulder because I wrote it down wrong. I have a book. Everybody should have a booklet that you put your moves in. You have to reference, keep you straight, keep you from forgetting things, keep you from doing it wrong, and changing things over time, unless you wish to change it. But I simply wrote it down wrong in the book. So the shoulder one is the ushiro hiki instead of the ushiro udegarami. Forgive me, I mess up sometimes. But we're going to do the move just the same as we did it before because that's the fun part. We're going to start from that escape from the rear elbow lock, which is super important because I have locked people up on the street with that rear elbow lock, and it is effective if you don't know how to get out of it. From the elbow, this is the atemi ushiro nuki hazushi nage. So we're going to escape from that double chicken wing from behind. All right, so he grabs me in that double chicken wing from behind. Oh. And because this sucks, I want to get out. I want to strike. Boom, kick, lift this up, come back. I'm going to do the same thing here. Get him up to here. From here, if they get shirty with me, throw. All right, other side. Now, nice and slow and easy. A little faster this time. You okay? Yeah. Yep. Strike. Come here. Come up. Come down. And throw. A little faster, a little better. So, what are we doing? Why? How? Okay. You recall back in Orange Belt, when they did this, move was to slide out before they can get you. As we come to here, we pull up. If they've got hair, you grab the hair. If they don't have hair, you grab the collar. If they don't have the collar, grab some flesh. Get what you can, because this is going to help keep them from raising their arm to get out. Now, what we also learned is we can push them forward, kick their legs apart, and unbalance them. Again, this is the kazushi section of this, because this is my unbalancing. Now, if they really are big and strong and fighting, we turn and throw. Simple as that. Okay? All right, now we said atemi, so we're adding a strike. Once again, our strike is going to be best affected with our feet. You could, if they screwed up and didn't put their head down, you could try to headbutt behind you if they were incautious. You could also remember your lessons from Kempo, Silk Wind, and try to grab down here. But you can't really get it because your arms are ultimately locked up. This sucks. I don't like this. So the stomp right to there is a good idea. The kick right to there, make them walk like a chicken. Or come up, boom, right between the legs. None of those are happy places for the hip. Especially if I come to the groin, the defense is to step back, and now I'm out. I hold this to come here, to get into here, turn, and throw. Yo, right on the concrete. You okay there, buddy? Remember, when slapping the ground, always slap palm down, not back, because if you're going to hit concrete, you don't want to hit with the backs of your fingers. Right there. So again, whatever strike you can come up with, I like the stomp. I like the stomp. It's pretty useful. If they got a big wide stance like this, boom, right up the middle, because ultimately this works because you're pulling out. Now, what is to stop them from locking you up the way you're going to lock them up? Two things. As they grab, you work in the ida. You'll notice, ha. I didn't even lock him up. I went straight to the throw. Welcome to a fight. If they counter your counter with your counter and then your counter and then, oh my goodness, now we're fighting. So we want to break up that with the throw. That's what we're doing. We're stopping the progression. All right, one more time. So from here, strike or kick or whatever. As you strike and kick, pull this up. If you can't get the ida and he's locked you, oh no, Now you're really going to have to fight this thing, fight this thing, fight this thing. And one of these arms is going to come free. As it comes free, you come right here. They're going to try and fight it. Drop from here, come here. There it is. And now whatever side you want to go to, say here. I like this because if I step across, bad news for him. All right. Good job.
This is the ushiro hiki otoshi. I remember before I called it the ushiro udegarami. That's actually from a couple tips ago. This is the hiki, meaning shoulder pulling, because he's going to pull me around and punch me. So, we don't add the strike because he's pulling. There's nothing to add a strike to. Instead, I'm going to grab here. Now, if we recall, back in Orange Belt, we pulled. We do the same thing here. And there we go. But this time, because it's brown belt, I want to hold on to that arm a little more. Ready? No, different side. Yeah. All right. Now, if I've got this, I'm going to put it right down here and all right, let's talk about what we're doing in water. In yellow and orange belt, in Tedori, we ultimately, we're going for throws, but we're like, you don't have to throw, you just work it out, and if I pull with this, I can just pull this way. Most people on the street don't know how to flip, don't know how to forward roll, they don't know atemi, they don't know jujitsu. They are going to face plant. If I can get them to flip, if I can't, that's fine. If I can get them to flip, that opens up a lot of follow through. And in brown belt, we want that follow through. We want to see, all right, you threw them because you know how to follow, you know how to throw. Let's do something from the ground. Again. So as he's pulling me around, either side, I keep that up, right? Because that's coming at me. Now, ultimately, I want to grab this hand. Most people, once they get a grip on you, aren't going to voluntarily let it go. He lets go because he's smart. He's trained enough to know let go and just go for it. But Schmo on the street, he grabs you, going to hold you and just and control you. That's what we're hoping for. From here, to get the pull like before, we go straight back. But if I want to flip this guy, ready? And I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to put the palm down, the elbow up, and the knee on that to hyperextend.
Lost the mic there for a second. I'm going to fix that. So once again, as he goes and he pulls, remember, we're doing that X block. It's the only time I'm going to show you to really work on an X block is for the cross shoulder pull around and the straight shoulder pull around. And that's because I don't know what's coming. I don't want to block up here one shot, because if he does one shot, and now, oh yeah, that's not great. But here, I know the two arms are already locked in doing something. He's pulling me around. The other arm's already there. I'm pushing him here, and I'm grabbing here. And also, this arm is getting in the way of this punch. If he's here, punch. I'm trying to get that arm in the way. And it only gives me about a half a second, but it gives me enough time to get him flipped, to do that flip that I just did. Sure, I could pull him straight if I have to. If I can flip him, I can do lots of fun things. So let's work on that. So, coming around, grab here. Hi! And again, hand down, knee on the elbow, right there. Try the other side. Try the other side. Yeah. From here, I pull. What if I can't get that down? I've got to move more to the side. Fine. Grab up here. Grab him up here. Come to here. You can play with him. Or work side control. Work your Jujitsu. You don't have to do only one finish to this. This is brown belt. Caught you this time. I expect my brown belt students to be able to throw somebody and then show how they finish them, what works for them. What works for some people, he's very large, might not work for others. That's fine. Ultimately, I may have trouble getting a man his size to flip if they don't know how. He knows how to protect himself. So if I do this and he's grabbing me and I grab to flip and he doesn't really flip, what's going to happen is that. And then I'm going to work this. What am I going to do? Oh, lucky got the maze good. You know, at brown belt, I expect you as the student to be able to adjust to what you find. So that side one more time. So again, come around, boom, get that block. And he keeps dropping the hand, okay? And we're gonna talk about that in just a second. On the street, they're probably gonna hold on because nobody on the street really wants to let go of this advantage because he's gonna light me up. You know, bah, bah, this is a bad spot for me to be in. I don't like that. Now he knows that if he keeps grabbing me, I'm gonna attack that because I do jujitsu. But your average schmo on the street isn't gonna let go of that advantage. Don't let go of your advantage. And that helps me greatly with this. Once again, you know, I know. I've got my knee on his neck. He's over here. I can't breathe. I'm like, I know. That's the idea. No breathing for you. Oxygen's a crutch. So keep that in mind. If they're grabbing you and they're holding on tight, you've got an advantage. If he grabs you and lets go to give himself the advantage, you can grab here and you can still throw him down. You can do the same thing. Pull it across, choke him out. Do whatever you need to do to work from his reactions. That is brown belt. That's what we want to see. All right? Good job. So that was Tedori Jiu-Jitsu. Brown belt, orange belt, tip 4 from the elbow and the shoulder. Once again, it's that ushiro hiki, that single shoulder pull around. All right, it's from the elbow. Work that from some resistance. You will find that the less of the ida in which you are able to work, that less of the quickness that you can get out of that, the more you're going to have to rely on your atemi, your strikes. You're knocking the crud out of them to get free. Good, work on that. But as always, be careful when you work the strikes. You're hitting vulnerable targets. Even if you put shin pads on them, if you kick that knee backwards, pads don't defend against that. So watch your power, watch your strikes. But then work your throws, full power, have fun with that. Same thing when they pull you around to punch you, work on that. Have them try and punch you, work around and get that. It is the most terrible position to be in to have someone punch you from behind. That sucks. It is terrible. It's a terrible place to be. So make it as worse as you can and then work hard to fight that off with a technique. If you still don't like these, well, come into class. We'll show you how much fun they are. We'll pick you up off the mat and be nice to you, dust you off a little. Everybody else, y'all stay safe. Thanks.